we're back. We're back. We're back for our midday pop in. Thank y'all for being here. I'm trying to fix my shirt. Thank y'all for being here. Okay. We've got some topics that we got to go through. So thank y'all for joining. Let me turn this down, child. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining. Let's jump on in, honey. Let's jump on in. Let me get my stuff set up here. Oh, y'all, it's been a busy day. I wanted to go live earlier, but that didn't happen because I was so damn busy. So I have to go live when I slow down a little bit. Hey, Erica Butler, Nikki B. Hey, Rose Armstead in the building. She said, we back. Yes, we are back, honey. Let's get into the show. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Shaquanda, hey. Playtime, hey. Miss Key 100 is here. Shonda Allen, hey. What's up, everybody? Everything said is alleged. And in my opinion, let's get into the show. Of course, it is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's jump on in. Let's jump on in. This is our midday pop-in. Y'all know pop-ins are not very long. So let's get those topics on out there to you. Simple Mom Family TV. Hey, SS10-1. Hey, all right. Let's go. Let's get it and let's go. All right, so according to Hollywood Unlocked, Claressa Shields said that y'all hate everything natural about yourself. Said that then want to come putting that insecurity on me. Here we go again. I keep telling y'all about Claressa. If Claressa can stop reading the damn comments, like, do you and Papoose not have a life to where y'all hang out and do things to where you be so unbothered about what people on the internet have to say? It's like she just sits at home with her phone and scroll from channel to channel and from post to post in the comments trying to see what people say about her and or think about her. Why do you care like that? You got to get to a point, especially as a celebrity, where you don't care, because you're going to be always talked about. Somebody's going to always have something negative to say. Everybody's not going to like you. Everyone is going to have an opinion. So if you're always responding to opinions, you're not going to be able to live your life and be happy. You're in a new relationship. You're talking about you want to be a mom. You're saying that you're living your best life. You and Papoose are good. Focus on that, not on what people have to say. Now, I know she's on social media a lot, but you don't have to respond to everything somebody has to say, okay? Because she be going in. I be like, girl, just live your life. It's really not that serious. I don't be giving a fuck what nobody have to say. I jump on here and say what I got to say and get off. I ain't about to read all them comments because I don't give a damn. All right, here we go. Claressa Quote Shields, y'all know that's what she calls herself. Y'all ready? She says, this generation is too wild for me. She says, y'all hate everything natural about yourself. Then want to come putting that insecurity on me. She says, I'm not going to wear makeup every day. I actually like my face. She says, not going to have my nails done 24/7. I like my natural lashes and my natural body. Okay. Then she said, whatever that means. Then it goes down here where she also says that what's wrong with liking yourself. Now that I agree with. Sometimes you don't want to put on no lashes just to go somewhere. Sometimes you don't want to put on makeup every time you go. I don't do that. I don't put on makeup every time I go live. I put on some lip gloss and maybe some eyeshadow, and sometimes not even that. I mean, hell, if you drink water and mind your business, you'll have some clear skin when you ain't got to pile all that makeup up on it. Okay, eat right, drink water, and mind your damn business, and your skin to clear up where you ain't got to cake all that shit on your face. Okay, you see me? Anyway. All right, so what y'all think about that? Claressa is responding and in her damn feelings because people are telling her, girl, when you step out, why you don't be having on no makeup and keep your lashes done and keep your nails done? And, you know, because she did say that Papoose pays for everything. She don't have to worry about anything. So if that's the case, girl, get that money and go get your nails done, hair done, everything done. Shit. If he going to pay for it, don't worry about it. Keep your nails and stuff done. You're in a relationship now, so you need to keep yourself up. Before, when you was running around here acting like a little tomboy, punching everybody and acting a fool, girl, you don't have to worry about all that. But you got a man now, and he want to see your toes and your feet done and your nails and all that shit done and your hair done. Keep your lashes and all that. If you want to have lashes on, if you don't, then don't. Shit. I don't wear lashes like that unless I'm going. So, like, I went out of town for vacation. I put some on for vacation. The last week of vacation, I ripped them hoes off. I was like, fuck these lashes. Damn it. I put on some mascara and keep it moving. For real. They said, we see you real. Y'all don't wear all that fucking makeup unless I'm going somewhere. If I want to put on some makeup, if we going somewhere, I put it on like, and makeup is you're not supposed to know a person is wearing makeup. I know I do professional makeup aside from, y'all have a lot of hats that I wear, but I can do professional makeup, contouring and all that. I can also do lashes, whatever you name it. I can do it all. Okay. Sure can. I can dye hair. I dyed my son's hair for school. All right. My son rocks the tapered up mohawk with the little curly, got little curly stuff in his hair, child, the natural hair. But yeah, I dyed his hair, and he getting mad compliments from his hair. They're like, "Oh my God, we like your hair." When he came back to school, they were like, "Oh my God." But so yeah, I wear a few hats of things that I can do. But as far as wearing makeup everywhere, no, it's not good for your skin anyway, especially if you don't clean it off. When you wear makeup, you gotta wash your face to get it off, or your face will start bumping up. So yeah, I don't wear no fucking makeup every day. I sure don't. But as far as Claressa, if you're gonna be out in the public with paparazzi snapping cameras in your face and stuff like that, you do want to kind of keep yourself up, because you don't want people talking bad about you and how you look, because you are a public figure now. All right, you got to keep yourself up. All right, you got to keep yourself up. It ain't nothing wrong with y'all. You gotta wear, if you gotta wear makeup, you gotta wear makeup. But if you don't, girl, be fresh faced out here. Fresh faced. I thank the Lord, honey. He gave me good genes, and I don't be in no mess and stressed out. I don't be stressed out. Y'all see this? I look rested. When I come on this bitch, I be rested. You laying up thinking about nobody. I ain't. Baby, I did. I said, not ripping. Child, yeah, I took them damn lashes off the last week of my vacation. I was like, baby, I'm not, no. I was like, peel. I sure the hell did. Peel them hoes right off. and got ready to go put some mascara on and wash that shit right off before I went to bed. I was like, yeah, I ain't about to do all that. Anybody looking at me that hard, child, y'all need a life. Let's continue on. Miss Netta, honey, who is always on social media bragging about how much money she has, child, is cooking some damn sloppy joes when one of her third roommates, which would be a good old roach, ran up in the damn screen. And people are asking why? They were saying, girl, are you cooking in Shamar kitchen? Because we know Shamar roaches always be scattering and running and carrying on and whatnot when he be coming on live trying to up and cook, okay? But Netta's over there making some nasty ass sloppy joes, okay? Don't even look like she washed her hands, but it do like she scratched her ass. And a good old roach, child. If you watch right here when my mouse is moving over here by, what is that, the air fryer, girl? Up and ran out, and then she jumped. She saw it because she jumped and kind of, she was like that. I was like, girl, you don't clean up your house. Roaches is a sign of nastiness, okay? For real. Yeah, that's why I'm eating at everybody's house, because of shit like that. You ain't gonna be in there stomping roaches and frying chicken, okay? Don't be stomping roaches. I saw a video the other day. This is no lie. This lady, this white lady, okay? And it's not a racial thing, but she just happened to be white. Was on her patio grilling. And the little tong things that you use is like take your meat off the grill. When she hung it on the side of the grill, why the fucking dog came out and was licking the same tongs that she take the damn meat off the grill? She looked at the damn dog and still didn't move the tongs. I said, bitch, see, this is why I don't eat at people's house. I'm already germaphobe, so that shit just sent me, y'all. I was like, see, this is why I don't do potlucks. This is why I don't be going to people's house. If you ask me if I want something to drink, if it's not in a bottle, fuck that. All right? I don't care if my lips are white. I will sit here with white lips, baby. And when I leave, we'll swing by the QT or somewhere and get something to drink. You ain't about to kill me in here, okay? Yeah, you ain't about to have me in a hospital running up my damn insurance because you go over there with roaches and nasty stuff going on. Some people don't even wash their dishes. Some people have dogs that eat off their plate and off their spoons. And you come to their house and that shit just be nasty. People not clean. I'm just, ooh, child. But anyway, let's get into this, because Netta, honey, is always bragging about how her and Charles, or she and Charles, are so rich, honey, and they don't, and they just living their best life. But baby, you ain't got no money for Orkin to come up in there and spray for you. Let's get into this, child, because ooh, Lord.
I'm not trying to make no grilled cheese and smash them.
Shout out to Netta's network, honey. Baby. Y'all see that shit? Just back it up, child.
I'm just trying to toast them a little bit.
Lola, child, you about to toast the roach when he jumped out.
Smash them.
All right, let's see it again.
I'm trying to make no grilled cheese and smash them.
Ooh. Y'all see that? Baby.
I'm just trying to toast them a little bit.
She act like she gonna act like she see it. Get her. That was a big ass roach too. She looking like, where you go? I cannot. Yes, we saw it, Netta. Let me pause. Why she looking at the camera like, y'all see my roach come out? Girl, we saw it. The hell? I'm sorry, I gotta back it up again. Baby, she trying to flip that bread, and the roach was like, hold on, let me see what you got in your pot right quick. That's what the roach said.
I'm not trying to make no.
What's in your pot right quick?
I'm not trying to make no grilled cheese and smash them.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! she jumped. Y'all.
I'm just trying to toast them a little bit.
Oh my God. Now why she be looking for the roach? Oh my God. Girl. Yeah, we saw it, girl. We saw it.
Yeah. I ain't trying to smash her.
Gee, you should have smashed that roach. Somebody, she ain't trying to smash the bread. Girl, you should have smashed the roach.
Take them and put them like
and
that.
The bread burnt. Girl, put that bread over there. That roach is over there.
I don't know how many Charles want, but
Charles, don't you eat that.
I
Charles.
think he wanted two.
Oh, Jesus.
Weird.
Lord,
Let me
like
wipe this old butter out.
Feel like an episode of Hoarders or something.
Burnt butter.
I'm about to throw up, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh.
It's dark butter.
Nah, it's burnt bread.
We don't want it dark.
Child. One more time for the roll.
If some of y'all talking about the out in Charles going back to work. You don't have to be broke.
No, go back. All right, here we go.
I'm not trying to make no grilled cheese and smash it.
This shit is horrible. All right, here go the roach over here, y'all. My mouse moving. Y'all see it?
I'm just trying to toast them a little bit.
Yuck. Girl. She's looking for it. Like, where you go? Baby. Netta done burnt up the bread, Lord. Child, if you don't turn that stove down.
I ain't trying to smash.
Y'all watch Netta. She cook everything on flame broil. Like, why does the stove be up so high? It's okay to turn your stove down when you cook it. Like, are you that hungry? Well, you got to cook everything on high, on hell. Like, your stove be on hell when you cook. Shit be your pots all burnt up and smoking. Child. Bread all burnt. Child.
Take them and put them like that.
Put it right on over there for the roach to get on it.
I don't know how many Charles want, but
Charles, no wonder your skin breaking out. You got roach-itis in here fooling with damn Netta in here cooking. You got roach-itis where roaches is crawling upon your bread because she done put that shit over there for the roach to spin the block up over there by the air fryer and hop up on your damn bread. When you get ready to bite, it's gonna be in between your bread. Ooh,
I think he wanted two. Weird.
Burning it
Let
up.
me wipe this old butter out.
Doing the old
burnt butter. It's dark butter.
No, that's burnt butter.
We don't want it dark.
Child. So, child, Netta got caught with roaches in her kitchen, y'all. Okay, this Netta who say she and Charles are millionaires over there, staying in a trailer, in their little trailer park. They millionaires, girl. But then you got a good old roach just done came out to talk to the peoples while you were cooking. Okay, and we don't understand. Let's get into some other stuff, child. Canvas beauty is in the topic right about now. Okay, the people are talking about Canvas beauty and their experience with Canvas beauty. Let's get into it. We ain't talked about that in a while. All right, y'all know Stormy, who used to be on Love Match Huntsville, owns Canvas Beauty. Let's get into what they're saying, honey. This woman says that she had a very bad experience with this damn perfume that she bought through Canvas Beauty. Okay, she says in my Canvas Beauty perfume replacement after 2 weeks, she says that the bottle came defective with a dented cap and the perfume leaked out while I sprayed it. What is it? Atomizer. She says that this was a bust. So she's saying that she's not happy with that. She says my replacement product leaked out and it had a dented cap. She says replacement product came defective. Customer did not try to resolve the issue in a timely manner. Not worth the 2-week wait for my replacement at Canvas Beauty. Well, at least she did replace it. I mean, that's a one up for Stormy, because y'all know at one point she won't doing that. So at least she did replace it. But unfortunately, it was defective when they did. Like, y'all don't bubble wrap y'all stuff up in there. Y'all out of bubble wrap in the damn warehouse over there. Stuff like that, especially if it's a glass product, you're supposed to bubble wrap it very well so that if and when, because y'all put it in those bubble wrapped envelopes. So you want to double bubble wrap that bad boy so that when they're shipping it out, that it's not going to be defective when your customer receives it. See, I only work in the warehouse and I know that. You got to make sure you're doing your due diligence up in there, okay? So this person obviously is unhappy about their product. They already had to return it, and when they got it back, it was defective again. So they can't use the product in terms of what they're saying, and it leaked all out. So they are upset. All right, so let's get that down because we got more. And no, we're not bashing. We're making aware. We're making people aware of what the people are saying. What is in my eye, chair? All right, let's continue. All right, so this person here also had something to say about Canvas Beauty. She's doing her review on this body glaze. Y'all know there's been a lot of negative reviews on this damn body glaze, okay? Not to be disparaging her business, but we have to let the people know what's being said, all right? What is in my eye, Lord? Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, let's continue on. All right, so according to Glam Terry Beauty, all right, this is what she has to say about her body glaze that she received. Let's go.
Really hate doing this review, but unfortunately, I bought the body glaze. I was really looking forward to liking it. I was really looking forward to it. Liking the pistachio and the scent from heaven, but when I got it, I smelled nothing but beeswax. This is the pistachio. Nothing but beeswax. That's all I smell. The shine is there. Love the shine. Love the glitter. Love all that. But I cannot go around smelling like beeswax. I'm thinking maybe they forgot to put the scent in. Maybe that's what it is. But fortunately, I'm going to have to return this tomorrow. But I just can't do it. I can't give a review for something that smells like a beeswax, no matter who it is. So I have to return this. I'm thinking maybe they just forgot to put the scent in. Maybe they only put a drop, and because the second ingredient is beeswax. So I understand the reason why I'm smelling beeswax, because majority of the product is beeswax, and palm oil is the first ingredient. So I'm thinking maybe they were like in a hurry and they forgot to put the scent in, but that's all I'm smelling. I mean, the glow, look at the glow. The glow is amazing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I just can't do it, y'all. I can't. This is what it looks like. This is the pistachio. Mm-mm. And then this is the scent from heaven. Mm-mm. All I smell is like, this one smell like a crayon. You know, when you melt crayon?
Not crayon.
That's what I smell. That's all I smell. So I will be returning this tomorrow. But dang, I really wanted to really like it and smell it, but I don't, unless I got a bad batch, but I'm not seeing what you guys are seeing. So
there you go. Now, from what I saw online, each of those tubes or those bottles of the body glaze, it's gonna run you about a good $20-$25. So she done probably spent about $50 getting 2 tubes of something that she thought was going to be just, oh my God, pistachio and something else, both of which she said one smelled like beeswax, the other smelled like a melted crayon. Now, according to what Stormy was saying in the warehouse, is that the smells is just so undeniable that you can smell it through the damn package before you even open it. But a lot of people, and I've played this before for you guys, where a lot of people are saying that the smell is not smelling. Like when you buy vanilla, you don't smell vanilla, you smell wax. Like when you buy the strawberry ain't strawberry. When you buy the blueberry and all this other stuff that she got, it's not smelling like that. So more and more people are returning the product versus keeping it and enjoying it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Now, y'all know Stormy got that new machine over there that's making her body glaze now. So maybe the machine that she done spent, what she said, she spent $300,000 on that machine. Maybe it's defective. Maybe it's skipping putting the fragrance in the actual body glaze. And the customers are starting to speak out and say, hey, This is not what I ordered. This ain't what I ordered. Now, maybe you want to go ahead and get some more manpower up in there and let a human be up in there helping do this versus a machine, because you're kicking out products that does not stand up to what you are telling your customers they're getting in terms of the flavors and the scents that they're ordering. I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody is tapping on beeswax. When they go to order their product, I'm pretty sure they're not tapping on beeswax. They're not tapping on melted crayon, but that's what they're getting. Okay, so you might want to check up on that, Stormy, and please don't get mad, but we're just making you aware, honey, of what the people are saying. All right, take this as a little learning lesson. I don't know. Moving along, we have one more review. All right, then we're gonna get up off that and move along. Got one more review. All right, not to disparage anyone. If you guys want to go buy some Canvas Beauty, go ahead, honey. I ain't trying to stop nobody from doing nothing. I'm just telling you what the people are saying. All right, I can't purchase that shit because I got sensitive skin. I ain't about to do it. And I saw one girl said she put it on, and 5 minutes later, baby, her legs was bumped up like she'd had a good old rash. And I was like, yeah, that's hell no for me. All right, but let's continue on. All right. I can say I'm happy that the people are receiving it. The people are receiving their products. So that was, something that they weren't getting before. Before they weren't getting their products when they order. But now it's they're getting the products and they're not happy when they receive them and they're having to return it. That's not good to get that many returns. All right, so according to Lil Nicole, she also had a review, which she said that she felt like she was scammed. This lady here says she feels like she was scammed when she received her Canvas Beauty. Let's get into her.
How much do these companies be paying you guys to lie? Because of this Canvas Beauty Body Glaze Drunken Peach don't smell like shit, but a little hint of plastic.
Not plastic.
The best thing it did was make my hands shiny.
I made a video not too long ago, a couple weeks ago probably, about the same fucking thing. I got the same exact thing, and I also got it in the oil too. They told me to use it together, and both of them smell like mildew. Smell like I've been sitting in plastic.
Not mildew.
It just smell like glycerin. That's it. It doesn't have no drunken peach smell at all. At all. I'm forced to use it because I spend my money on it, obviously, but it was a waste of fucking money, and y'all lying. Now it could be the flavor. I mean, the kind of the flavor, what it is, drunken peach, and everybody talking about cream puff because I didn't order that one because I was afraid it's gonna smell like cotton candy, and I don't like the smell of cotton candy. But I want to try drunken peach. But here it is. This from the Canvas Beauty body drops and the that whatever, I forgot. I can't even fucking think right now. The butter, the body butter, that shit do not smell like fucking drunken peach. Y'all be lying.
Y'all hear that? So people are upset because the scent that they're ordering, they're not getting that. They're getting something that smelled more like melted crayon, or it smells like, what else did she say? Wax, like beeswax. Okay. Somebody else said it smelled like mildew and other things that is, that was not supposed to smell like. If I order something strawberry, I'm hoping that when I get it, that it smells like strawberry. Okay. So Stormy, you may want to brush up on whatever's going on in your warehouse. Check in on whoever's running your business over there and make sure that the people are getting what they're paying for. Because I don't know anybody who want to be throwing away $25. And I don't know if that lady knows now that she can return it if she's not happy with said product. Okay. Don't say that I'm forced to use it if they're doing returns now. So get in there, honey, before they change their mind and say we ain't taking returns no more. If they taking returns, send that shit back and ask them to send you another batch of it. Maybe that was, like they said, maybe it was a bad batch. But then again, you gotta know what you're sending out to people, because people spending their hard-earned money trying to support Black businesses, and you don't want people to have that bad taste in their mouth saying, hey, I ain't ordering nothing from Stormy over there at Canvas Beauty because she's sending out defective products. She's saying that it smell like or they're supposed to do this and it's not doing it. You want your product to speak for itself. All right, let's carry on. Jarvis Butts, okay? Y'all know who Jarvis Butts is, honey. We talked about him in the Nazaya case in Detroit. Let's get into it with his nasty ass. We got an update on him. All right, let's give that a chance to upload. Anybody in the chat, have y'all ordered anything from Canvas Beauty? Y'all put in the chat, put a 1 if you've ordered something from Canvas Beauty, put a 2 if you've not. Let's see if anybody. It says to write something probably different so that I stopped buying male products too. Said no shade, my hair was falling. Ooh, completely out. Really, Ebony? Wow, and her stuff's supposed to be all natural products too, according to what she was saying. Wow, I hate to hear that. That's why I don't be buying it. I stick with what I know works for my hair. I use a certain type of stuff on my hair, and I try not to go off that beaten path because, baby, I don't want my hair falling out. I got a bunch of hair over here, and I don't want my shit on the floor. Hell no. Now, I want to support Black people too, but yeah, I'm good on that. I don't put everything in my head. So I hope you got that under control up over there, Ebony, with your hair and all that. I see some people, I see everybody putting tubes like it's a hell no. All right, so according to Charter County of Wayne, Michigan, let's get into it because there's an update on Jarvis Butts. We got to get into it. Y'all know he is the person that said and alleged to have unalived Naziah, the little young girl who was impregnated by her uncle, by her aunt's, her twin aunt's boyfriend, who had many girlfriends. And he also was said to have actually ABU'd his own biological daughter as well, who was also around the same age as Naziah, including other children as well. There's several children that have come out, but he is being charged with more charges here, okay? As of July 1st of 2025, this has come out. I want him to lock his ass up already. Well, he is locked up, but keep him in there, child. Don't let him out because obviously he is a danger to society. If you're messing with your own children, like, you don't really need to be out. You are dangerous. I'm surprised he's still alive because y'all know how they do guys in prison that have something to, or anybody in prison that go to prison for, doing some inappropriate shit with children. Like, they don't really make it out like that. So I'm shocked that he is still alive unless they have him in some type of protective custody up in there. But let's get into it. Jarvis Butts is charged in a 2013 Allen Park SEX assault, okay? Speaking of the park, because I did, and I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, sending your kids, if you go into the park and you send your kids, say, hey, mom, I got to go to the bathroom. Go with your kids to the bathroom because now you have pedos hiding in the bathrooms and stalls waiting for like underage children to come into the bathroom, and then they assault them, whether it's sexually or whatever, okay? Attack them and assault them because they just had a young boy who was sexually assaulted by a young man who was a pedo hiding in a park bathroom, a public park bathroom. He assaulted this young boy, all right? This preteen boy in the bathroom. So you know his life is going to be fucked up behind it. He was probably scared out of his mind. And he went into the bathroom and someone walked in to use the bathroom and they saw this and reported it to police. And several people in the park held him down until police came because he was trying to run away. So please watch your children when you're going to the park. The weather is nice. The kids want to go out and play. If they have to use the bathroom, go with them. Don't send them to the bathroom. Go with them. Go in there and look around, check, and make sure ain't nobody up in there. Stand there at the door and wait till they come out, or go in and stay in there with them. Okay, this is a real thing. Let's get into this. Prosecutor Kim Worthy has charged Jarvis Ramon Butts, who is 42 years old, of Detroit, in connection with a sexual assault of a then 12-year-old girl of New Boston, who is now 24 years old. Imagine what she felt in that situation. Now, in the spring of 2013, at a residence in the 6700 block of Laramie Avenue in Allen Park, it is alleged that defendant Butts sexually assaulted the then 12-year-old victim. Now, more complete facts and evidence will be placed on the record in court at the preliminary examination. So he got another preliminary coming up. He already has one with his cases coming up in November with Naziah. I will be covering that as well. Now, Jarvis Ramon Butts has been charged with first-degree criminal sexual conduct per under 13. A third-degree criminal sexual conduct person 13 through 15. All right. Keep in mind, he did the same thing to his own biological daughter, allegedly. Now, it says that he was arraigned on June 30th of 2025, 24th District Court, and given a $500,000 10% bond. Shouldn't have got no bond. It says that the probable cause conference is scheduled for July 7th, which that's passed at 9 a.m. before Judge John Courtright. Says that please request a photo of the defendant from the Allen Park Police Department. It says that the charges are allegations and defendants are presumed innocent until, of course, unless proven guilty, as we all know, okay? So he assaulted a young girl who was at the time 12 years old in a bathroom. This is the same young man who assaulted Naziah back in the day. Okay, y'all know Nazaria still have not found her. It's said and alleged that she may already be unalive. She was pregnant during the time that she went missing, and it was said that he impregnated her and allegedly, possibly unalived her to avoid charges and them knowing that he was sexually assaulting her. All right, yeah. So y'all know the whole story. I covered it, honey. So we got some more on Jarvis. We ain't done. We ain't done, child, because he got more charges on his ass. Let's get an update in the Nazaria situation as well, okay? Whoo, child, I can't take people like this. Please watch your kids out there. Please watch your kids, because not just little girls are being assaulted now by these damn pedos. Young boys are as well. Young boys are as well. Watch your children. Don't be letting your kids go and just do sleepovers, because you don't know if that pedo uncle is in the house or comes to the house. Please know where you're sending your kids. I don't let my child spend the night no fucking where, unless it's with his godmama. Okay, and I trust her 100%. That's just on period. All right, I'll be in prison. I'll go for that. All right, I sure will. Now let's get into it. Suspect in the Nazaria Harris unaliving case appeared in court. Here's what happened. The judge denies the motion to quash in unrelated sexual assault cases. All right, let's go ahead and hear this. Shout out to what is this? Local news, Detroit. Okay, let's get into that. Let's get into the local news, Detroit, channel something news. All right, so let's give them their credit on that. Let's go ahead and get into what they're saying here.
When something bad has happened, it's important to look after yourself. It's important.
All right, let's get over this ad and then we'll get into it. Okay, this is so sad that so many other people are coming up, y'all. Y'all know he also sexually assaulted a 4-year-old and gave that child an STD. Okay, 4 years old. Let's get into it. They need to take that fucking mask off his face. Why he hiding? Ain't nobody else got no mask on. Sitting there looking down. Nasty bastard.
All right, good morning, everyone. We're calling cases 24-002-236, 24-006-232, 25-000-218,
Look at him.
and lastly 25-000-241. These are all in the
like he the victim.
People versus Jarvis Butts. I apologize, I believe I missed one. There's also file 25-004-478. Can I have appearances? Let's start with the prosecutor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
And good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Makepeace also on behalf of the people, P82796.
Defense.
Good morning, Your Honor. People Defender Service by Cheryl Quick, P83973 on behalf of Jarvis Butts.
If y'all notice, he never gives any eye contact. When we looked at the preliminary for the Nazaria case, it was the same thing. He sat there the entire time with that mask pulled up all the way up over his face to cover his face out of shame, and stared at the floor and at the table the entire time, even to where the judge called him out whenever she gave her statement to say, hey, you haven't looked up now one time. You've been staring with that mask on your face, hiding your face after what you're being charged for. Let's continue.
Counsel Ken Riggins and Lauren Butler.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services by Ken Reagan, P82125 on behalf of Mr. Jarvis Butts.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lauren Butler, P88126, also Neighborhood Defender Service on behalf of Mr. Butts.
Thank you. Mr. Butts is also joining us in court. Mr. Butts, your name, please.
Jarvis Butts.
All right, thank you. You can all have a seat. All right, attorneys, thank you for your patience this morning. We did have a relatively short chambers conversation about these cases this morning. And just to briefly summarize defense, you intend to raise an issue with regard to some outstanding discovery on the case ending 218, which has the homicide charge. Is that accurate?
That's correct, Judge.
All right. It's also my understanding.
We're not going to watch this entire video because it's like 30 minutes. We're definitely not going to do that. We're just looking at the beginning just to give you guys some insight on what they're actually talking about. I'm going to read to you guys in its entirety what it says about what he's being charged for here, okay?
That there are 2 motions to quash filed today. The parties, the people submitted a written response to those motions to quash. I've had an opportunity to review them. Parties are ready to argue those motions today, correct?
We are, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. All right, well, let's start with the file that Mr. Butts is here to be arraigned on, that being the file ending in 4478. How does he wish to proceed for arraignment purposes?
Yeah.
Mr. Butts would waive the formal reading of the information. He stands mute. We ask the court to enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf.
Thank you. A plea of not guilty will be entered on his behalf. Counsel, was the examination held in that matter?
It was.
All right, we're going to get that transcript ordered. And with that, you want to move right into the respective motions to quash, or did you want to address the discovery issue?
I think we can go ahead and do the motions, and then we can discuss the discovery at the end.
Okay, very good. All right, who's going to take the lead from the defense?
Your Honor.
Very good. Your motion.
Your Honor, thank you. So, Your Honor, I did file a motion to quash relating to case ending in 6232. For the sake of privacy, I won't mention the complaining witness's name. But, Your Honor, there was a preliminary examination held in this matter. There was one witness called. The complaining witness, but the only witness called, she testified that at the time of the incident, she was 4 years old. At the time of the hearing, she was 13. So there had been a substantial passage of time. Your Honor, her testimony was she was home with Mr. Butts and Mr. Butts' girlfriend. At some point, the girlfriend left the bedroom. Mr. Butts was in the bedroom. She was on the couch. Mr. Butts summoned her to the bedroom, at which point she was ordered to take off her clothes. Her testimony was she took off all her clothes except her underwear. She took off her clothes. Then Mr. Butts touched her. I believe the order of touching her was he touched the top of her thigh. Then he touched under her breast. And then she said he touched her where she peed. Okay. That was the sole testimony of this witness. At the end of the proofs, prosecution moved to bind over on an original count of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree and added a count of criminal sexual conduct in the first degree. Because of the statement of complaining witness. Your Honor, we believe that is an abuse of discretion. The only thing that we have on the record is she said she touched where she uses the restroom. And the only clarification we had was she said this is where she pees, or she urines from, excuse me, those were her words. From that, we have the prosecution postulating that meant that there was some penetration, except there was no penetration mentioned. There was no penetration discussed. We know from case law, for a CSC 1 to happen, there has to be some form of penetration, even the slightest. Case law also tells us if she testified that he were to force her underwear inside of her, that would be sufficient for penetration.
All right, so he's getting a little too graphic. So you guys kind of get a gist of what's going on. We're not gonna go any further because he's kind of getting more into detail, and we don't want YouTube to actually flag. So we do want to go ahead and read. So as you guys could hear, they're saying during the time of the incident, this first incident. Now I kind of blame some of the girlfriends because I feel like you need to know who you're bringing around your children. If you're dating this person, you have to do your due diligence as an adult, especially if you have kids, girls to be especially, especially girls. If you're bringing a person around, you got to do your homework on who this person is that you're bringing around your child, because they could very well be a Jarvis Butts. Now, it said that the mother was in the same room with Jarvis, and this child said that the mother got up and walked out of the room, at which the child was on the couch near Jarvis, at which then he instructed the young girl who was 4 years old to, we'll say, disrobe for YouTube's sake. Why would you tell a 4-year-old that? The young girl also testified that she was touched inappropriately where she uses the bathroom, where she tinkles, they would say it that way, okay, by Jarvis Butts. Now, why would the mother leave her child unattended with this person? Again, watch your children. So let's go ahead and read. You guys can go back. I'll post a link here so that you guys can go and hear it in its entirety, okay? Let's post it in the link. If you guys want to go back and hear the video in its entirety, it's there. All right. It's there. So let's go back, because I'm going to read to you guys. I obviously can't delve into or dive into it like I want to, because it's a lot of, y'all know. All right, so the man accused of unaliving a Detroit teen who went missing in January of 2024 appeared in court on Monday. Now, Jarvis Butts, who was charged with sexually assaulting and unaliving 13-year-old Naziah Harris, has also been charged in other sexual assault cases. All right, it says that he was in court on Monday, August 4th of 2025 for a pretrial hearing. During the hearing, the judge heard about discovery issues related to cell phone data files in the unaliving case, along with arguments regarding motions to quash files are filed by the defense over first-degree criminal sexual conduct charges in the unrelated sexual assault charge or cases. Motion to quash. It says that the defense filed 2 motions to quash related to first-degree criminal sexual conduct charges in Butts' other cases, claiming that there was abuse of discretion. Now, I said that the defense said that one witness who was 4 years old at the time of the assault and is now 13 didn't testify any annotation with a P, okay, PENETRATION. All right, y'all know what it is, had occurred. It says, but rather said that he touched her where she, like I said, peace. So similar to this case, the defense said that a witness in another case, y'all hear this? Never mind the Naziah case. We already know about that. Now this young girl who was 4 years old, now another case, where the defense says that a witness in another case testified that Butts had touched her, but didn't testify that penetration, was said that way, had occurred. The defense claimed that the witness could have said that Butts had touched her on the inside, but didn't. Now, it says that due to this, the defense filed motions to quash, claiming there was an abuse of discretion in filing first-degree criminal sexual conduct charges. The prosecution discussed what both witnesses said during their testimony and said any type of intrusion is classified as annotation with a P. It says that after hearing the arguments and reviewing the testimony, that the judge ruled that there was no abuse of discretion and denied the motions to quash. Discovery issues related to cell phone data. It says, in addition to those motions, discovery issues in connection with this, with his unaliving case were also discussed during the hearing. The defense said that they have been trying to get underlying data from cell phones examined in the case since February and still haven't received it. Now, the prosecution said that the request for underlining files was unusual, so he had to communicate with a cell phone expert at the Detroit Police Department to determine what exactly they were asking for. Once that happened, they said the defense provided a hard drive to put the files on, and the prosecution took it to the Detroit Police Department under the understanding that the detective on the case and the cell phone expert would upload the files. All right. There was a miscommunication between the two, and both had thought that the other uploaded the files, but neither did. And when the prosecution went to pick the hard drive up, it still had not been done. Why is there not an urgency in this case with them getting this information so that this trial can move along and this person can be found guilty already? Why is everybody dragging their feet when children are being violated by an adult? Why is that not first priority? That kind of makes me upset. Somebody ain't doing their job and their asses need to be fucking fired. Let's continue. The prosecution explained that the files are taken from a Blu-ray disc and put onto a computer and then transferred to a hard drive, and that was expected to take some time since they needed to get data from around 15 phones. So why not get started? If it takes that amount of time, there's no time like the present, so get fucking started. Damn. Do your job. The cell phone expert told the prosecutor that the data transferred would be done by Wednesday, August the 6th of 2025. Today is the 11th. I bet you it ain't done. Next court dates. It says that due to this and other act notice filed by the prosecution, the judge set another pretrial conference date for Tuesday, September the 16th of 2025. Now, Butts' trial is scheduled to start in October. October. All right. So my correction on that, not November, but October. His trial with Naziah is set to start in October. They're still trying to get the information from the cell phones of pictures, inappropriate text messages, and other things that were sent, probably voice audio that was sent between the two, from Naziah to Jarvis Butts, from Jarvis Butts to Naziah. All right. As you guys know, he was asking her to take pictures of herself as how old was she? Like 12 during the time. Take certain pictures of herself and send it to him. And he was talking in very inappropriate conversations with her as well. So they're trying to get that information from those cell phones so that they will have that to present on the screen in court when the trial begins. Now, if they don't get this done in time, because they're saying they're going through 15 phones, that's going to take time if they're saying the process is that long to have to upload from a hard drive onto a computer, onto this, whatever the case may be. Somebody need to get on it, and it needs to be more than one person if that's what's going on. If you got to hire someone else to come in so that you can make the deadline for this case, because Naziah was unalived last year. We are going into another year. It's going to be 2 years to go by that this girl is not getting justice, that her family that have been looking for her, we know she has to be unalive. We haven't heard from her. She's not had any type of movement whatsoever on her social media. Y'all know young kids, honey, they on social media every day. Y'all got teenagers. If you have children, they're on social media every day. So if you don't see any type of movement or footprint on their social media, something is wrong. If they're not making calls, text messages, things that children, teenagers usually do on a normal day-to-day basis, something is wrong. So do I feel like Naziah is no longer with us? Absolutely. I feel like he unalived her, or I'm going to say allegedly, because he's not been found guilty of that yet. But I feel, in my opinion, that he unalived her after finding out he got her pregnant. And I feel like he tried to cover it up so that there would not be any evidence. Okay. But let me tell you how the Lord works. Even if you try to cover up the situation with Naziah, while he's sitting in prison right now, other girls are coming forward to testify that the same thing was done to them. So you're not getting away with it. And even if you be found not guilty of the Naziah situation, you still got 3 other cases of young girls that came forward to say you did the same shit to them. So you're still not getting out. And God forbid, it could be more girls coming forward to say, hey, he did it to me. Let alone your own fucking daughter that you did the same shit to as well, your blood daughter. And I blame her mother, because I feel like she knew that Jarvis was doing that when she was going to that fucking garage over there with Naziah. Let me get off this, because I'm hollering, child. That shit like that made me mad. Y'all know how I feel about kids. I used to work with kids. So to see motherfuckers like this sitting up here with a mask on his face, hiding his face, nigga, take that mask off. You didn't have that mask on. If you guys saw his social media, because I'm nosy. When I see shit like this, I'm nosy. I'm digging. I want to know what's really going on, like Joe said. His reputation is not the quiet type to sit down and cover his face. He like this on social media. He talking mad shit on social media to the women. Just period. He has a very nasty mouth. So why we don't see that same energy in court, and you sitting here like you the victim, like somebody did something to you, and you got a mask pulled up damn near to your eyes to cover your face after you violated child after child? I don't get it. We're praying that justice is served, not just for Naziah, but for every single solitary child that was around him, and every single mother that sat back and knew that their child was being violated for the sake of having a fucking man need to be locked up too. Because you got some women out there that do that type of shit, that be on that type of time, that will sit back and see their children be violated by a man, and they won't do shit about it because they don't want to lose that man, especially if he paying the bills. They don't want to lose that income. They don't want to be by themselves. They don't want to let that man go because they don't want their lifestyle to change, and they don't want to have to get another job. So they sit there and they allow things to happen to their children for the sake of saying, I got a man. Well, bitch, what your man got to do with me? I ain't trying to hear that, see? Ain't that a song? I like it. So let's move on. Let me move on, because I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad, honey. Hold on. All right. I had to get that off me. Ooh, child. Let's move on. All right. So, Todd Chrisley, child. Hold on, y'all. Num yo ho, rang yo, that hoe. Fuck. All right. So let's continue. Child. I need a drink after this live. Baby, I need to get me a nice stiff one. Marlene, pour me a drink. And don't you take one sip out of my damn glass. Nah. Martell mama Marlene, the drinking machine, go pour me a drink. And don't you drink not one sip out my damn cup. Nah. All right, let's get into it. Todd Chrisley claims that the black community child, what we got to do with it, attacked him over biracial granddaughter. Now, y'all know one of his kids had a child with one of us. All right, so he got a black granddaughter. Okay. Yeah, Marlene, go pour me a drink. Okay, I know you drinking. And I don't want no damn Coke 45, okay? Don't you pour no damn Coke 45 in my damn cup. All right. So in a recent interview with Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss, Todd Chrisley opens up about the backlash that he faced from the black community girl after his biracial granddaughter was born. Now, according to Chrisley, the criticism centered on the fact that his granddaughter was being raised by her all-white mother. Now, Chrisley seemed to imply that the attack stemmed from his granddaughter's upbringing in a predominantly white environment, suggesting that people assumed that it would affect her racial identity and connection to the black community, as Tisha calls it. Now, the backlash, he said, was unexpected, especially considering his deep ties to his family and the love he has for his granddaughter. If you guys have watched the Chrisley show, you guys have seen the little girl. She's so cute. And he loves her down. He loves that little girl like he had that child. Okay. And he said he getting a lot of backlash from people saying, hey, you need to let her hang around some black people because she talk too white. She's a little, too powerful. We need some Bonquisha in your granddaughter over there. All right. But Todd went on to say that he found his granddaughter a black therapist and nanny and make sure he teaches her about black culture. Okay, Todd, you just got a newfound respect for me. I like that. Okay. I like that. Put her in her environment. Let her have some of her environment. Okay. Absolutely. Because we want her to put salt and pepper in her food. Because we know y'all ain't doing that over there. Okay. We know that. I don't want her in there cooking no chicken, baby. In there frying chicken with no salt and pepper and no lard seasoning on that shit. Because you know y'all do that. All right, but let me stop. Let's get into it.
Feel when Kyle was dating I guess he was dating a black woman when
he dated multiple black women, but I don't think we ever thought about it, period.
It wasn't a thing.
It just wasn't.
It wasn't a problem ever.
No, we didn't have that. That was not a, now granted, some of the ones he dated, it wasn't the color that I had an issue with.
Right.
It was the fact they was shaking their ass on a stage, or that, they was at Magic City hanging out, and making it rain, and what do they call it, popping bottles and all that shit. No, that's not what I wanted for my son. But the color was never an issue. We never thought about that. He didn't, we didn't. I didn't really think about the color until Chloe was born.
Why?
Because that's when I truly learned what racism was.
What do you mean?
Because of the way we were attacked. Because remember, we were on television at this time. And we were attacked on Facebook. Facebook was the worst enemy in the world when it came to her.
That is so crazy to me.
But this may shock you, or it may not. The bulk of the hate came from the black community.
That is so weird. And it's always a thing where, you have self-hate sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's just crazy. Like, there are trolls on social media that go too hard.
That's it.
And it really, I don't know, it really bothered me because I think we've had multiple conversations about the haters in the comments, because you will go in there and you will cuss them out online.
I normally will not do it.
Not to do it.
Unless it has to do with Chloe or one of my kids, then if it's that, I'm going to drag you.
Not drag.
Did you feel when Kyle was dating?
Ty, you've been hanging around the black community. What you know about somebody being dragged, all right? Did you learn that in prison? Let me stop. I like Todd. Y'all cannot make me not like Todd Chrisley. I'm sorry. Nobody can make me not like Todd Chrisley. Todd is so damn raw. I love it. Todd says whatever the hell he wants to say. Y'all know that their reality show is getting ready to come back. I might even watch it now. Shit. I might faithfully watch it and even add it to my damn DVR, Todd. I really might. You've become this new person since prison. This made you hard, and I like this side of you. Okay? I really like the side of you. And I like the fact that you are allowing your granddaughter, who is half black, to be able to experience some things in the black community, because that's needed. She do need to be around some of her people. All right. She does need to be. She needs some good chickens from time to time. She needs some good collard greens with some good smoked meat in it sometimes. She needs some macaroni and cheese with the right consistency and the right kind of cheese in it. Not that Kraft shit out the box. Nah, We sick of that. Hold on. All right, I'm back. But yeah, that's what we need. That's what we need. So thank you, Todd, for doing that for little Chloe, okay? Because we love y'all. We love Chloe too. All right, Chloe, you part of the family. And so are you, Todd. You can come to the Black Cookout. I ain't even mad. All right, let's move on. Y'all gonna let Todd come to the cookout, to the Black Cookout, and fix him a good old plate and one to go. All right, see how we love you? Because all Black people don't let you get a to-go plate. If we let you get a to-go plate, we like you. Okay? We damn sure do. Even though you didn't bring shit but ice to the fucking even though you didn't bring nothing but ice to the damn cookout, we still rock with you, Todd. All right, but we love you. Let's get on to the next topic. Somebody said they like Todd. I like Todd. I really do. All right, so somebody else who's having some issues. We kind of talked about her this morning. Tokyo Toni, hun, she's back talking about she has not seen Blac Chyna, which is her daughter, in nearly a year. All right, so she is feeling a little nostalgic about that. She says they've had very little conversation, but it's been a lot of lies. So let her tell you, not me. So y'all know she's had a very tumultuous relationship with her daughter, Blac Chyna. I've seen videos where she been like this close to Blac Chyna's face, screaming and hollering in her face, and Blac Chyna just be sitting there chewing her gum like, "Are you done, bitch? Like, bitch, are you done?" She just be so unbothered, just sitting there, just letting her mama scream on her. I be like, Lord, please never let me get that comfortable with that type of toxicity. Please never let me get that type of comfortable around nobody that's on that kind of time. I can't. She got some real issues. But let's get into Blac Chyna's mama out here, Tokyo Toni. And you still gonna get cussed out by 50 Cent, just to let you know. All right. Maybe I'm gonna DM him after this so we can go ahead and get this shit jumped off, because I feel like 50 Cent is too busy. He ain't seen it yet. So I'm gonna let the Lord use me to go ahead and send him a message to let him know that you was up and reading him down in my live earlier today. Okay. Is that all right, Lord? Thank you. All right, so let's go.
I have not seen my daughter.
I'm on it.
In almost a year. Very little conversations. A lot of lies. I couldn't understand why certain things, and I don't question grown ass people. So our children are our children. But when they're not a child, and they completely understand and get it because you had to come through as a parent, you have a friend only when it's a friendly situation. I'm trying.
Put it together now.
To be lied on for 5 years.
Come on, 5 years.
When you was really a superhero. It's terrible. I raised my daughter well. Very well. Mm-hmm. Very well. I have not seen my daughter.
Very emotional, as you guys can see. She has not seen her daughter, she says, in a little over a year, or about a year now. Okay, that's a long time to not see your mama. So maybe she just doesn't want to be around that toxicity. I do know there's a lot of videos out there, like I said, where Tokyo is screaming on her. That has to be a lot for somebody. Nobody wants to have to put up with that just to be around you, whether you mother or not. Okay, you want your children to respect you, but you don't want them to have to pull away from you and not have a relationship with you because you don't know how to act and respect their space. You can't scream on a person and then get mad when they choose not to be around you. Now, Tokyo says that it has been a year, but time hasn't dimmed that protective pull. She says it's still caught wondering if she is eating enough. Says it's sleeping well, keeping the world's sharp edges at bay. Says it don't need to be there to feel it. She goes on to say that the mind hovers over her, invisible but constant, like the shadow that moved when she moves. Says that her mother never stops checking the locks. Says that even if they're on, or even if they're only in her heart. Come on, poem, okay? Come on, poem. Maybe she's feeling a little regret after she sat and thought about it, since Blac Chyna has decided not to be in her life for almost a year. because of maybe some of the things that her mom has put her through. She wants some peace, and I respect that. Y'all know that Blac Chyna recently just announced that she was engaged, but then she just came back to say that her engagement has been broken to where she's not going to be getting married now. So maybe she is choosing to focus on her peace right now. Okay, being engaged to someone and then finding out that you're not going to get married. Maybe that's something that she's still dealing with and trying to place her feelings where they need to be in that situation. And she don't want to have to deal with the stuff that's going on with her mama. Y'all know Tokyo Toni is very problematic. She is. Her attitude sucks. Her mouth is reckless. So I get it. I get it why your daughter does not want to fool with you right now. So respect her space. And when she's ready to pull you in and call you and deal with you and have you around her, she will. She knows that she got a mama. But maybe she's sitting back watching from afar like, yeah, she ain't ready yet. I need mama to get her shit together. Then I will rekindle my relationship with her. Because that's a new level of toxicity, child. Some of the videos I saw, I was like, shit, I wouldn't want to be around her ass either. You can be screaming on me like that. She got some, and I'm talking about screaming to the top of her lungs where it sounds like her voice is about to go out, like that type of screaming. Like, it's never that serious. It's never that serious to be doing that. But let's carry on, okay? Shout out to It's On Sight. Let's carry on, child. I said, baby, you don't need to be screaming at nobody like that when you about to lose your voice. That's too much. That is too much. All right, moving on, child. According to the Girls Are Fighting, Cardi B responds to influencer Samira, who called her out for being fatropic, okay? Said that it's not that serious. I just said it, child. It's not that serious. So let's get into this, because child, let's go. All right.
Cardi B, I'm very surprised that I have to remind you of this, but just because someone else makes a joke doesn't mean you have to make it too. You know that, right? And also, maybe the reason why people feel so comfortable making fun of your BBL is because you do not command the respect that you so seek. Maybe if you stop using fat people at the expense of jokes, then people wouldn't do the same for your BBL. No, they shouldn't be making fun of your BBL. But also, no, you shouldn't be making fun of fat people. And neither should they.
Address this topic because now I'm getting on this app and this app is not even fun anymore. Like, it's like I'm getting on this app to watch ASMR and I'm getting attacked from left to right. So this will be the last video that I make on this. The fact that I was making a joke between me and my fans was joking on Twitter how they sold out the 3X large shirts. And my fans was like, damn, us already getting big. Damn, we can never make big jokes no more because we big, blah, blah, blah. So, I made an open form joke with them because it's supposed to be funny. And, this woman, she inserted herself in the joke. You know what I'm saying? She did 5 videos talking about the joke. And people just chimed in and it became a big mess. So I did a video and I said, hey, this was not to hurt your feelings. This was a joke between me and my fans. I always make anybody the butt of the jokes. I make fun of everybody, like everybody. I don't care if you skinny. I don't care if you big. I don't care about nothing. Like, it's not that serious. And the video still wasn't good enough. Now you're recommending me, since the video wasn't good enough for you, you're recommending me to go read a fat phobic book. And it's like, baby girl, I'm not gonna take 5 or 6 hours of my day to read a book about fat phobia when I could take 5 or 6 hours of my day to watch a documentary and see how the government successfully killed thousands of people just so they could migrate them out their space to gentrify the community they were born in. And educate myself on how can they do this again, because history repeats itself.
To my daughter Samira, I came from an event and to see how being bullied and treated online really hurt me. I'm so sorry the world was so cruel. I love you. You were perfect to me, and you deserve a love and respect. Mommy loves you and always going to be your biggest defender and your biggest protector.
Okay, so that was her
Cardi B,
mom.
I'm very surprised that
It was her mom stepping in. Okay, that's her mom of her. Okay, when she felt away that Cardi made a fat joke and she was offended by that. She made 5 videos to let the world know, including Cardi B, how she felt about her speaking on girls who, I'm not gonna say fat because that's kind of maybe derogatory and offensive. I don't want to say that shit. I used to be fat. I ain't even gonna hold you. Cameron used to be fat too. But bitch, I was fly. Okay, for pulling any nigga, your nigga too. All right, bitch, and my confidence was up here. You couldn't tell me shit. And Kate, now my confidence level was so high then. Okay. Get into it. But they said that Cardi B is no stranger to controversy. And this week she's clapping back once again. I said that the Grammy winning rapper response. See, I'm thinking about myself. I'm going to talk about, but Caramel, I'm about to say, but Caramel, see how much I'm thinking about me? Anyway, but the Grammy winning rapper responded to rising influencer Samara, who recently called her out on social media for allegedly making fat-tropic comments. They said that in a now viral video that Samara accused Cardi of perpetuating harmful beauty standards and using her platform irresponsibly when discussing body image. Okay, let me tell you something. There are some beautiful full-figured, all right, full-figured women out there. Love yourself, all right? As long as you are healthy, if you are plump and if you're healthy, so the fuck what? Why does someone else care so much about how you look? Why? Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it. But Cardi says that she is not having it. Said in a quick response, she shrugged off the accusations, writing that it is not that serious. Well, you got to understand, Cardi, if you're going to be having a business where you're going to be putting stuff out there, clothing and stuff like that out there for all sizes of women. If you do sell more of the fuller figure products, then definitely big your full-figured women up for supporting your products and your business in that way, okay? Because, full-figured women can dress too. They like to look nice too, all right? They do. They really, really do. So use that as a stepping stone and use that. Maybe create some more things. If you're selling out all of the 3X stuff, create more things to where your full-figured women can be cute too. Because sometimes when you go in the store, if you're full-figured, you see some stuff that you want to wear that maybe the smaller girls wear, and you should be able to do that if your body says so, okay? Because we see some full-figured women that we wearing some stuff where you be like, what the fuck? You got to know your limit. Don't be out here trying to wear too tight stuff and your stomach hanging out and your back fat and all that. No, know your limit, all right? You can be cute, but still know your limit and let it be, on low key. But in this situation right here, I don't feel like anyone should be fat shaming anyone, and I don't feel like anyone, especially Cardi, honey, you don't want people to cancel you, because baby, the quickest way to get canceled, talk about gay people and be talking about fat people and body shaming people, baby, the people will cancel you. That means they ain't buying your music, they ain't coming to see you, they ain't buying your clothes, nothing that you put out. You hot today, and who Cardi who tomorrow? That's how that shit works. You gotta watch your mouth when you're on a platform as such, okay? This young woman here in the white t-shirt, honey, beautiful hair. She's a beautiful girl, but obviously she felt a way about that, okay, about what Cardi had to say, and she took offense to it. So the easy thing to do is say, look, if I offended you, my apologies. It was not intended for that, and keep it moving. Let's see how quick I made that up, and I ain't even in the shit. I said it in what, 2 seconds? It only takes 2 seconds to say, hey, if I offended you, and what I said, and you thought I was talking about you or putting, full-figure women down, my apologies to you. All right, because it was not that. So hey, let's try to love everybody. All right, it don't matter, short, tall, full-figured or small. It don't matter, baby. Everybody is somebody. So you don't want to be out here fat shaming people, because that shit'll come back on you. All right, everybody is one hamburger away anyway from being something. So all right, you just got some people who like buffets. You like some people who like 8 pieces of chicken versus 1. Shit. It is what it is. Okay. I used to fuck up a Whopper. I can't eat that shit now. But I used to fuck up a Whopper back in the day with cheese and all that. I don't eat like that no more. But try. All right. Work on yourselves. All right. And get your confidence level up. When your confidence is here, it don't matter what a person say about you. You be like, fuck that. I'm the shit. That's the mentality you gotta have. When you get your shit up here like this, it don't matter what a person say. They can call you fat, and you know that you are. But if your confidence level is up here, you be like, bitch, but I'm the flyest, fattest fuck that you will ever see around. I'm the flyest bitch you will ever meet. That's the mentality I be having. Bitch, you can never put me down and make me feel a certain type of way, because I know I'm the shit on every level. All right, fuck with it. All right, let's get into it. It's called confidence. All right. Okay. All right. So, housewives of a housewife. All right. The face card. Do it decline? It showed on. That card don't either. All right. So anyway, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Drew Sidora offers an update on her divorce from Ralph Pittman and shares her thoughts on his new single, Wish You Well. Now, this nigga out here, let me tell you something. When a nigga get out here, get to singing like Keith Sweat, when he know he ain't no singer, rapping, and they're playing on the piano, he in there writing songs, because Drew is really leaving him. I think the reality of him getting ready to get this divorce, child, he is acting like Martell Holt over here writing songs and shit. All right. Martell was acting out. Martell was out here putting on his tightest pants, child, ripping out all his ass hairs when he saw Mel was not coming back. Baby, he went to the Baby Gap and he bought up all Baby Gap pants, baby, and he was out here sliding them on. Because Mel said she won't coming back. Out here walking around with his ass restricted and mad. He was putting pain on himself with them tight ass pants and shirts. Pinching his nipples and everything in them tight ass shirts. Wearing 3 t-shirts and 2 t-pants out here because Mel said she won't coming back. Now Ralph is out here writing songs and shit and mad because Drew is really going through with this damn divorce. Let's get into what she had to say. All right.
I've been asking, what's your status of your divorce? Is he still in the basement? Hey, Ralph, can you hear us? Bang on the ceiling with the broom if you can hear us right now. Is he using your Wi-Fi?
All right. We're on the same Wi-Fi, guys. Yes, we are.
Can you hear us right now?
Yeah, you probably can. Yeah.
Girl.
Hey, Ralph. Stop being mean to Drew.
You know, these vents carry sound. So, yeah. A lot of things you learn about your home.
What kind of sound do the vents carry? Okay. Do you be hearing downstairs, down in the basement, some noise coming up the stairs where somebody's saying, oh yeah? Do you be hearing that upstairs? Okay. You said to be carrying the sound. I'm trying to hear because you said Ralph be bringing girls up over in the basement and be getting checked in up there at the main gate. Then he would bring girls up over there. Now, do he be seeing or hearing your legs to the moon downstairs? Okay. Because I don't know, this arrangement would not work for me. I keep saying it. If you guys are going through a separation, ain't no motherfucking way in hell. All right, motherfucking. I gotta say like Wanda, ain't no motherfucking way we're gonna be in the same house. If I'm trying to move on and I'm trying to reconnect to my peace, bitch, you cannot be downstairs. I don't give a damn how big the house is. You've got to move completely out. Get you a 1-bedroom, come and see the kids and pick them up whenever you want to. But in terms of staying in the same house and sharing a space, I cannot. But if this works for them, I guess, child. Okay. Do y'all think that Ralph and Drew still smashing? Put in the chat. I feel like they're smashing a little bit. After I saw that video of them feeding each other in the kitchen, I said, I don't care how mad you get at a person. At some point in time, you ain't mad no more. And you're going to see this person walking around in their little negligee and their little pajamas and shit. And you're going to feel a little way. You know, you're going to be walking around with the remote sticking out the front of your pants. And some things going to happen that probably don't need to happen when y'all decided that you want to get married. Or get divorced, rather. Not married. When you want to get divorced. But one morning you might wake up, you know, and you be on splash downstairs and you might want to go downstairs. That's all I'm saying. Do you have the moments, Drew? Continue.
So, guys, you know, we're still going through the process. It's a lot. Like, you learn how the system can just drag things out. Getting on the books for a court date is harder than trying to schedule, like, you know, an appointment, you know, at the doctor's office. It's like, you just can't, it's a wait list, and it's been 2 years now. So, we're still going to the basement for 2 years.
2 years.
What do you think about his song? Do you thumbs up or thumbs down?
Guys, the song. What do you guys think of the song? Let's hear you guys' opinion. Because
I think he's trying to be you.
Not me, you.
I didn't know he wanted to sing. It was very shocking to me. And the lyrical
your heartbreak will make your ass sing. He got to think about that shit. Drew and the kids about to leave and she doing well now. She making more money. Bitch, he gonna sing. Okay. The niggas down there like Stevie Wonder in the basement. Okay. He done named the song "Wish You Well." No, he does not wish you well. He like Martell. Martell does not wish Melody well. Martell hopes that anything Melody does fails. He hopes that she don't get no more good peen, that she ain't dating. He hopes that she is home crying in the fetal position over his ass. That's what he hopes. All right, that's what anybody hope that still wants you back. Ralph said at the reunion, I want to say on part 3 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, that he still loved Drew. He said, regardless to everything that we've been through, Drew, and he was looking at her eyes, she was looking at him like this, like, bitch, nigga, what you want? Okay. He said, regardless to all the stuff that we went through, I still love you, Drew. She said, well, that's nice for you to say that, Ralph. I'm like, girl, you still love him too. Like, stop playing in our damn face. I feel like she gonna take this shit as far as she can. and I think she's trying to teach him a lesson. Do I feel like they might rekindle? Maybe. You don't put up with his ass this long. Okay. You don't put up with him this long. It's sad for him to be as fine as he is from the neck down and to be such an asshole. Ralph is a asshole. From the neck down, he's straight body wise, but child, I don't know how she put up with it, but let's continue.
Content, I didn't find it to be kind, but on a positive note, because I'm trying to manifest something in my life. You know, we still have 3 beautiful kids, and I really want to focus on building some sort of a co-parenting rapport with him that's positive and nurturing for the kids. So he wished me well. So I was like, well, that's, you know, I'll take that, you know.
One last, people have been asking, what's your status of your divorce? Is he still in the basement? Hey, Ralph, can you hear us?
Yes, his ass is still in the basement with his ear to the vent, listening to that whole entire interview. That's why her ass is whispering. She know. She probably heard the floors creaking with his ass walking up to that same vent that he stay at all damn night trying to hear what she's doing upstairs. I can see the nigga with a glass to the wall like this, trying to hear what Drew doing upstairs. Why she done put them good batteries in her little piece in her drawer, and she's doing what she always do. Or maybe she let him come upstairs. I mean, they are still married, right? I feel like they're smashing. I mean, you let this nigga take his nasty hands and feed you, touch your meat, not that meat down there, but your meat on the plate and that steak and put it in your mouth with his hand. I feel like y'all still doing something, all right? Because she's still smiling and blushing when they talk about Ralph, okay? And Ralph, he really does. He was very sincere. I feel like he was sincere when he told her at the reunion that he still loved her and he still got love for her. So maybe that was like a low-key, I'm sorry, let's work this shit out, let's stop this, okay? The nigga wrote a song for you and everything. I don't know. I mean, if the nigga ain't putting hands on you and all this other shit, maybe y'all can spin the block. I mean, hell, Eva did the shit. Her and Mike Sterling, they back together. So who would have thought that would have happened? People do spin the block. If ain't no abuse going on in the situation, y'all figure that shit out. You got all them kids up over there, all right? And I ain't never want to be telling somebody to go back to a situation, but hey, that's the nigga you chose. So you got all them kids with him. Do what you got to do, honey. All right, what y'all think? It's a real girl. I'm just saying, shit. All right, because y'all know, child, when people be getting divorced and or separated, they going out there and buy them, you know, a little battery operated toy. You know, they still got to live. That just keep you from being irritated and out here snapping off on and cussing people out, girl. You got to relieve yourself some type of way. And until you find that one or somebody that you trust to go ahead and get a pootie tang to. But hey, in the meantime and in between time, you got to be safe out here in these streets. And your toy ain't gonna never cheat. Be safe in the street because your toy won't cheat. All right, put that on a t-shirt. Let's get on out. What? No, we got one more topic. Somebody say, let's get on out of here. All right, one more topic. This is the last one. All right, y'all remember this person here back in the day? Did y'all wear hammer pants back in the day? Put a one in the chat if y'all had some hammer pants. Don't be lying either. I ain't gonna laugh too hard. Put a 1 in the chat if you wore hammer pants back in the day. Put a 2 if it was a hell no for you. Let's see. Let's get a poll. Hammer is in the news, baby. All right, we ain't heard from Hammer in a while. All right. Let's get it started. Oh, y'all remember Hammer? Hammer used to be the shit back then. I ain't gonna hold you. Hammer had 269 people on the stage when he performed, but bitch, it was lit. You hear me? Hammer was a whole vibe back then, okay? But he had too many people on the payroll. Then he went broke. And he ain't got no more friends now. Y'all know how it is when you popping like that. Everybody's around. Everybody want to be your friend when you popping like that. When you got the money and you living this lifestyle. But as soon as your shit dry up, you ain't got no friends no more. All right? He ain't got no friends to tell him he still ain't Hammer back then. He's still trying to live like that. And it's causing him some financial strain. Somebody say, yes, Hammer, right? Okay. Pumps in the bump. Pumps in the boat. Y'all hear? Hey, I was like, shit. Hammer still looked good. He still had the moves. He was still grinding and gyrating and whatnot. I was like, okay, Hammer, let me find out. Hammer still had it. All right. But y'all know he had songs for days. Hammer could dance his ass off. And his songs were all of that. But Hammer, on a serious note, is dealing with some stuff where he's being sued. All right, let's get into it. Because I still love me some Hammer, child. Still love me some Hammer. All right. MC Hammer, child, as they call him, is sued over unpaid car payments for his Land Rover. The bank says that he owes $76, according to Billboard Hip Hop. Okay. Say Hammer got Hammer. Y'all are crazy. All right. So it said the MC Hammer is being sued by JP Morgan Chase, which claims that he owes over $76K on a 2023 Land Rover and has refused to let the bank repossess it. Hammer's like, bitch, mama, can I park my car in your garage until I get these payments up? That's what he on. He's like, bitch, y'all about to come get my fucking car. All right. He's like, I will moonwalk over there. And, all right. Karate chop your head. I saw this said that you can't touch this rapper, child. He tell him you can't touch this fucking car either. You can't touch my car. Rapper has faced financial troubles for a decade or for decades, all right, including a high-profile bankruptcy in the 90s, all right, IRS lawsuits, and the sale of his publishing catalog. Damn. Now, at one point, y'all know his wife was handling the finances for him. He is still married to his wife that he was married to back in the day, from what I understand. All right. But I feel like he may be living a little bit over his means right now, or beyond his means. He may want to dial back, honey. If you can't afford a Range Rover, honey, get you a Discovery. Okay, shit, get you a Discovery. You can't afford the Range, get the Discovery. Look just like the Range Rover. All right, you still out here pushing a nice whip or whatever with the leather seats back there behind you. But if you can't afford it, hey, it's not dial down. I don't understand why people don't understand that. If you're trying to live a lifestyle that you live when you were making it and out here getting it, sometimes you got to dial back. Fuck what people got to say. At least you live and your lights are on. You got food. You still got a car to drive until you get up. You got to see up until you get up. All right. Shit. Live the way you need to live until you can come back up. Stop trying to impress people. Stop out here buying a Range Rover when you know you own a Honda Accord finance. Just stop doing that shit. Let people think what they want to think, honey. All right, when your money get up where it needs to be, then you go on out there and do it. I think people just really need to understand that. Stop trying to impress people and do what needs to be done. Hammer, you ain't really had nothing out since then, but I'm hoping that he has some businesses outside of his music. We ain't heard no more new music from him except Pumps and the Bumps. That's the last new song I heard from him. I ain't really been following him like that, but I really hope that he gets this situation under control. If you can't afford a $76,000 car, baby, dial it back. Turn that car in or renegotiate, see if you can refinance the car or something so that your payments can be lower and you can afford that shit, because ain't nobody got time to be getting no repossessions up on your credit. All right, you Hammer. Okay, you Hammer, child. Figure this thing out, because we still love you, Hammer. You still can come to the cookout too. All right. I got to see if you're going to get that plate to go. Well, you might need that plate to go. If you can't pay that payment, child, you might need it. So you can have some food in your house. All right. But that's it. And that's all for this particular pop-in. I hope you guys enjoyed the topics that we talked about. Okay. Oh, I have one more thing that I need to show y'all. I ain't going to hold you. All right. Because I said I was going to share it with you guys. All right. Here are the ratings for those of you that care. Love Mary Huntsville, as you guys can see. This is the new ratings. All right. This is for, yeah. There you go. All right, so that's the ratings. Episode 1, 219 viewers. That's lower from last season. Shout out to the 303 watching. All right, episode 2 came in at 197. It dropped down to 197K viewers. All right, it says that it's the series low. All right, that's one of the lowest of the numbers. All right, it's steady dropping. It started out high, but it's steady declining because I think people are starting to see that the storylines are not matching up to what they need to match up to. So people are getting very much so turned off, I think, by the direction of the show and the fact that the storylines don't seem to be reputable. Okay, they're not feeling it. They're not feeling it. And of course, people that watch the show and enjoy seeing Melody on there, they're not happy to see that she's not there as well. So of course, they're going to always compare the two. Say, well, Melody was on there. And okay, but of course, Martell, he's going to still talk about Melody indirectly because he ain't got shit else to talk about. But it's still not enough to keep the ratings up. As you guys can see, it drops again. Well, from 197K, it kind of went up just slightly, but it's still lower than what is expected. All right, at 200K views, okay, for episode 3. And I don't see it going up anymore. It should be in the 3 and the 400K in terms of the views, but that's not happening. Okay, so as you guys can see, that is, and that's from TVD, so it's reputable. Okay, the ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville, not so good, guys. All right, maybe they just want to go ahead and can this fucking show and just, you know, let's I'm ready for Bell Collective shit. I watch Bell Collective because that's my show. I love the girls over there on Bell Collective. I want to see how their ratings gonna look since Marquis, what's the child name? Akeisha child. I'm talking about Marquisha. Ever since Akeisha and her husband Willie, they got up off the show, and of course, you know, JJ and Sophia child, they ain't on the show no more either. So we're gonna see how the ratings be on that, since they've lost a few people as well. Okay, so we'll see what happened, child, and any updates that I get on that, so will you. So let's get on out of here. Love you guys down. Let me go ahead and thank my people, honey. Yes, that's everything. All right, so let me thank my people. My Mars, thank you, Mars, Scorpion, Miss Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, True TV Podcast, KBR, and Tyra. All right, y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for doing such an awesome job. Thank you also to the content creators that usually stop by here. Astute Queen B, I know you're in the bushes. Thank you so much, love, for supporting. Thank you, Schoolboy. Thank you so much, Simple Mom Family TV, Purple Unicorn. Thank you as well. Mods, can you please drop in the chat and let me know if we missed any content creator? Sunny Days, if you're in the building, thanks for being here as well, love. All right. She's also a usual that's here. Please, mods, let me know before we get out of here. Caramelians, of course, y'all know I love y'all down. Thank you so much for the support and love for the channel as well. Please don't forget, guys, to tap on that like button, okay? If you've not done so when you came in, it's okay. You can do it on your way out. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. All right. Please, please, please do your due diligence. Bye.